We are gradually having a big house. We have some persons joining already on YouTube, and we have some persons here. All right, we're going to be starting shortly. We'll be starting shortly. We'll be starting shortly. We would be starting shortly. Welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. We will be starting shortly. We'll be starting shortly. I'm excited already. I'm excited already. Welcome everyone. We have persons joining us on YouTube. As you are joining, you can just tell us your name, tell us where you are joining from. Let us meet you. Let us meet you. You can tell us your name and where you are joining from, whether you're on Google Meet or you are on YouTube. Tell us your name and where you're joining from. We'll be kicking off shortly. All right, amazing, amazing, amazing. Good evening, Sir Precious. Amazing, amazing. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So as to allow for everyone to, so as to allow for everyone to give us their names and where they are joining from, we can also type in the comment section. You can type in the comment section. Just tell us your name and where you are joining from. Tell us your name and where you are joining from. You can type in the comment section if you want to. Whether you're on YouTube. Oh, okay, I see Funke from Lagos on YouTube. Amazing, 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 amazing. It's so exciting to have everyone here. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. I'm so excited. I mean, conversations like this really gets me excited. It gets me excited. All right, so as you're joining in, tell us your name, where you are joining from, your name, where you are joining from. Just take a moment. Tell us your name and where you're joining from. Ah, nobody's dropping anything on Google Meet. I mean, are you guys shy? Are you guys shy on Google? Tell us your name and where you're joining from. Amazing. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Amazing. Amazing. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So that we can accommodate everyone joining, you can type in the chat session. Just type in your name and where you're joining from. We'll be kicking off shortly. I see Ridwani Abubakar has his hands raised. Ridwan, you can type in the comment section. I will definitely pick your conversation while we kick off. All right. I see Sarah on YouTube. Oh wow, we're having a huge crowd on YouTube. I mean, you guys should be ashamed. All right. We are going to be kicking off shortly. Just tell us your name and where you're joining from. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome, Sarah on YouTube. Let's keep the comments coming. I mean, I'm still expecting like 50 or 100 participants for this webinar. Just invite your friends, invite enemies, invite everyone. Let everyone come. Let everyone come. Let everyone come. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Just invite everybody. Invite your friends. Invite your enemies. Invite those that you've known for a long time. Just share it everywhere. Share it to at least 5 social media handles. Share it on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram. If you can even share it on X, share it on X, share it everywhere. Let's get everyone here. We are going to be kicking shortly. We're going to be kicking off shortly. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right. I'm still expecting more persons to join. I'm expecting more persons to join. I see some more persons on YouTube. I mean, YouTube is very active tonight. All right. Nice to meet you. Sifa from Tanzania. Wow. Nice to meet you. Amazing. 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 Anybody else from Tanzania here? Anybody else from Tanzania? Just drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. Read one. You're unmuted. I think you're trying to say something. All right. Nice. Yeah, nice to meet you. 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 From Tanzania as well. Amazing. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to you guys. I mean, Tolu, we have everybody from Tanzania here already. Amazing. Amazing. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Amazing. Amazing. It's an honor to host you as well. It's an honor to host you as well. Amazing. We have a bunch of other persons joining in. We'll be kicking off shortly. We have Samuel Okikiola from Ondo State. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We have Sunshine. Good evening, Sunshine. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, everyone. I'm hoping we can get more introductions, but it's like everyone is still shy. Wow, I'm seeing someone called Mark Zuckerberg on YouTube. I'm guessing it's Mark. Anyway, it's Mark. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. Someone says ugly on YouTube. Okay, I'll just ignore that. But amazing, amazing, amazing. All right. I'm guessing we still have more persons joining in. But we'll be kicking off shortly. We have such limited time tonight, but we are going to try as much as possible to share as much information as we can. Trust me, this webinar is going to be really impactful. We are going to try as much as possible. I used to say something that it's best you pour out your heart to everyone. It's best you pour out your heart in sessions like this. It's going to be very, very impactful. And who better to help pour our hearts out than myself and my colleague on the call, Toluwani. Hi, Toluwani. Anyways, Tolu will introduce herself as we come in. But it's really amazing. It's really nice to meet everyone. It's really nice to meet everyone from different works. It's really amazing. It's really amazing. One important subject that brings us together is the subject of artificial intelligence. Oh, yes, Sunshine Joseph from Uganda. Wow, nice to meet you. How is Uganda these days? Wow, Ridwan from Tanzania. Yes, yes, we already met you. All right, amazing, amazing. So, one important subject that brings us all together is the subject of artificial intelligence and how it affects our current life and everything that surrounds us. It has gotten to a point where artificial intelligence is not just for the technical persons or the software developers or the techies, as we would have it. Artificial intelligence has gotten to a point that it's become for everyone. And uh, before we hop right into it, I think I want to tell us a bit of a story. It backdates to about a little bit over 2 years ago. A little bit over 2 years ago. Unfortunately, I lost my job to artificial intelligence, which was not the best of the best. So you see, let me just backdate a bit and share with us how it happened. So a couple of months after we had ChatGPT come online, and we have many persons hopping on ChatGPT. In fact, I was one of the first unbelievers of ChatGPT. I always felt that how would a software or a tool that was designed by somebody come and do the work that I should be doing as a person? I mean, I have so much intellect. I went to school. I studied and several kinds of things. So I felt that, it's impossible for a tool to come and replace me. And I was in for a shocker when I started to see my team members adopt ChatGPT. Say, for example, you want to write an email. On a normal day, it will take me about 1 hour, 2 hours writing an email, proofreading the email, checking that every single line of it is correct. Because, emails are very funny. Emails are very funny. You don't write good morning and you can write good morning, Mourning. I made a lot of that mistake. In fact, I sent wrong emails to clients several times. And this was a big problem. This was a big problem. And eventually it started to drop and affect my performance. You see, one of my colleagues suggested to me that, why don't you try out using artificial intelligence? I felt, why would you suggest it to? Anyways, I reluctantly started using it, but I wasn't a firm believer. I didn't exactly give all into it. And eventually, it started to affect my performance. It started to affect my performance. It affected how I did work and several things like that. And eventually, I started to see a decline. And I eventually had a conversation with my boss where he had to talk about my performance. And after several back and forths, I had to leave the job. I had to leave the job to go find another job. You see, the moral of this story, it made me realize that artificial intelligence, or rather, when you see something that can make you more productive, when you see something that can ease you of so much burdens, it's human nature to always adapt. It's in human nature to always adapt. And this is the reality of the technology that we're seeing nowadays. It's important that we start to adapt. You see, this was the foundation of everything that we see. This was the foundation of everything. It dawned on me that I've seen many other persons like myself out there who have a firm belief that AI cannot replace them. And it can be true for you. I mean, it can be true for you. But I've come to realize that it's important that you properly position yourself for the age of artificial intelligence. It's important that you position yourself for what is to come. You see, in the coming years, we'll start to have lots of different changes in culture, shifts in businesses, shifts in how we do profession, how we run businesses, and several things like that. We'll start to see a shift. And eventually, those that are able to adapt are those that can survive. You see, if you are a professional here, let's do a quick survey. If you're a professional here and you have never been recommended to use an AI tool, let me see your hands up. You can just raise your hand. You can just raise your hand. We'll scarcely find anybody. We'll scarcely find anybody. Just raise your hand. Like I said, we'll scarcely find anybody who has not been recommended to use an AI tool. That is the importance of what we are discussing here. That is the importance of what we are discussing here. And eventually, over the last 2 years plus, it led me to start redefining myself, redefining what I think about technology, what I think about artificial intelligence. And eventually, I now started to see that this does not just pertain to your career or what you are doing as a career person. You see, it pertains to your entire life. We are getting to a space where technology will start to change the way we define things. It will start to change the way we do things. Say, for example, the way you relate to others. Long ago, say 20, 30 years ago, there was no social media. But nowadays, there's social media. You can easily speak to people distance away. You don't have to see them physically. Of course, there was the age of television where we could see people on a pre-recorded video. But nowadays, I can speak to everybody live. Everybody is seeing me. Everybody's responding. That is what technology is changing. And you see, this would not get worse. It will only get better. It will only keep advancing, keep advancing, keep advancing. And that is the ultimate desire. The ultimate desire for our brand is to see how we can bring about an awareness of technology, the awareness of technology and the adoption of technology amongst professionals, business owners, and several other persons. So AI and technology for everyone, AI and technology adoption for everyone. So whether you are a techie, whether you are a career person, whether you're a business owner, a small business owner, a big business owner, our goal is to ensure that technology is circulated. And that's the whole point of this training, success with AI, particularly for business owners and career persons. So now that I've given a bit of introduction about myself, um, shortly, we're going to be starting the main crux of this webinar. But I think I should also give a bit of insights, talking about some of the numbers. You see, I did a bit of research, I did a bit of digging, and I saw that since ChatGPT launched a couple of years ago, the rate of unemployment has increased. I mean, the number of persons that were fired or laid off from their job had increased. Just last month, I heard the story of was it Squarespace now? Was it Squarespace, this former founder of X, who laid off about 4,000 employees? And it got me thinking that, man, all of these persons who had jobs, and all of a sudden overnight, they became jobless. And see, this is the reality of everyone. I tell the persons in our so we have an AI business masterclass, an internal training, a community for business owners and professionals likewise. I tell these persons, I talk about how that artificial intelligence is changing the way we run business. You see, business owners are looking for how they can satisfy their customers. Professionals are looking for how they can improve performance, how they can do better. And AI has come in to break these two records. It has shattered the record of customer satisfaction. It has shattered the record of performance, and it has done this thing 10 times better. 10 times better. And how would you say that you as an ordinary person, you as just one person, wants to challenge the force of technology? That's the whole point of this conversation. That's the whole point of this conversation. And without further ado, let me introduce my friend, my colleague, Madam. I like to call her Madam Toluwani. Toluwani is an expert when it comes to artificial intelligence, when it comes to data science, data analysis. She's the team lead and founder, although she will not want to agree, but the team lead and founder at Confluence Impact IT, and also a lead author. She writes a lot. So without further ado, if you could just help me clap your digital hands and let us welcome Toluwani. Amazing. Nice. Nice. Mhm. Mhm. Yep.
A startup that is just starting within a year, you look like a startup that started 5 years ago, 5 years. Now, let me give an example. Let's say the have startups since 2011, and then because they have to do a lot of manual things, they have to operate a lot of manual processes. It took them 5 years to get to a specific point, to get their brand out there, to get their brand trusted, to even craft like a good working strategy because they have had to sit down manually with their data, go through Excel, Power BI, all of those stuff, which are still actively used, right? But now a startup has all those tools at their disposal, right? And having all those tools at your disposal, you are able to look at your business data. Of course, you have to know the kind of data to plug into AI, which is why you need expert knowledge and which is why you need expert consultants so that you can keep your sensitive data private and you can know the laws and rules guiding your data. So a founder plugs in their data after highly sensitive follow-up. They plug it into tools. I mean, they are data analytics tools. That you don't have to know jack about code. You don't have to know anything about dragging and dropping your Power BI. You don't even need to know about Excel. Then there are tools like that. So a business owner plugs in their data, plugs it in there, and then they're able to collect all the information to help make better decisions. I will talk about the fact that these guys have incorporated analytics. Your social media game was changed as a brand because you now have analytics. And those analytics are not just there for being DSA. They're not just for you to look at them and feel good about them. They are data. They are for you to pick up, integrate into your ecosystem or your business ecosystem. Make wise decisions on the kind of branding or the kind of positioning you want to have. Now we have a lot of data, we have a lot of AI tools that can help us make good decisions with our data. Now let's also talk about WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a very big factor when it comes to Africa. In fact, when you're trying to converse or communicate with your friends that are in other continents, you use WhatsApp because I mean they already know about WhatsApp. Mostly your friends that have left the country and have gone to other countries. They use WhatsApp, you're able to call them there. Now you are able to now integrate. I'm not talking about better AI actually, right? I'm not talking about better AI. You are able to integrate AI into your WhatsApp to create a service bot that can serve you and serve your business as much as possible. And we have to start talking about the indigenous AI models that you can build. There are different AI models that cannot teach you Hausa, that teach you Igbo. And in fact, there's a classroom that if you want to explain a technical person, you can now build yourself a classroom. It's called Open Mic. If I use the word technical on purpose so that you don't start struggling with it. It's an open mic classroom that you can just go in there. If you are not a technical person, you can't fit into it and you definitely need guidance. So these things are already at our disposal. So I'm not sure why you want to still study thinking that well, I don't want to be AI. Now let's talk about the advantages that AI offers. We have been talking about different advantages. It actually makes your entire learning process a lot faster, right? It makes your learning process a lot faster. As a business, you are able to learn a lot faster. I'm not just talking about your learning as a student. Every business person, I believe that every business person is a student and is consistently learning from their business data and is consistently able to make better decisions from their business data. Now, what are the advantages of AI for you, right? CA as a tool, right? A transformable assistant that actually helps in responding to customers online. Basically, it is suited to your entire conversation with your customers from past conversations. You're able to draw a pattern from the past conversations, and after drawing pattern, it's able to intelligently respond to your customers. So you having different customer care agents being positioned at different places, even the ones that I can't employ yet because you're just starting up. I mean, you're able to have faster customer replies with simple chatbots like TAA because they have been your business data has been fed into it and it's able to respond almost like you, right? And then you have consistent marketing content. I don't understand why businesses are not maximizing AI to create their content and make a plan. I don't know why businesses are not brainstorming AI. Another mistake I see businesses doing or making or individuals make it, we copy and paste everything that AI has given us, and we copy and paste it directly without reading or without checking again.
This is a problem.
I mean,
Sorry for cutting. This is a big problem. Many persons are still copying and pasting ChatGPT today.
why? Why am I seeing if you need further help, if you need me to further expatiate on this, tell me inside your brand's posts? Why? And that's like a problem that I keep encountering. I'm like, God, if you want to use AI, can you please use it intelligently? Right? So basically, an advantage or one of the hard jobs that we have to do as human beings, we have to create the content that AI gives to us. And can I update or can I make AI give me the things I want? Yes. There's something called prompt engineering that you have to learn, which is one of the things that AI actually teaches. How do you prompt your AI to give you exactly what you want, right? And then we have the fact that you can create social media posts for you. Trust me, you just need to, what your Instagram page looks like. You can carry your Instagram page, paste it into an AI to tell it to actually review against businesses that seem similar to yours, right?
If I may,
There's an AI to
if I may, Tolu, if I
yeah,
may, yeah. So there was this person that joined the community. She registered and signed up for the community just for the purpose of learning marketing. This lady wanted to understand how she can use AI for marketing and automate the process of sending marketing posts, marketing contents, and things like that. That was the simple thing she joined for. And eventually, when she would come out after, you see, when we talk about learning artificial intelligence, it's not just seeing what everything that you see online there. There's a thing called concept or it's more targeted. It's a targeted learning. It's a targeted learning. Please.
exactly, exactly. So basically, you need to have a goal. That's just what the company is saying. You can't just say, I want to enter into the world of AI and you have people to believe it. Do you even know there's a different path, a completely different path for technical AI that is completely different from non-technical AI? When you're telling me to tell you about technical AI, I can't give you this kind of presentation. I'm talking NLP. I'm talking the use of agentic AI. I'm talking the use of rank models. I'm talking the use of different, of course, those are jargons because that's the technical side of AI. I'm talking the fact that you have to understand basic Python jargons and terminologies and the rest of those things. That's a different, completely different part for technical AI. Now, for non-technical AI, in fact, inside both parts, you need to have a purpose while you're going into it, right? Another advantage can help you capture your leads. Assisting is one of the tools that does that, right? When you're conversing with your customer, it captures your lead and classifies them into hot lead, cold lead, warm lead. And so you know how to specifically reach out to your target audience to talk to them about the specific lead. And also in AI, there's something that we call recommendation model or recommender model, right? And there's also another thing that we call customer segmentation. Business owners, these are things that we should know about, right? And if we are brand owners, simple brand owners, we own like our own individual brands and not like really, really businesses like that. There's something that we call customer segmentation, there's something that we call segmentation. You're able to intelligently segment your customers to know which kind of customers they are. So when you release a new product or you add a new kind of subscription, right, for service-based businesses, basically you are able to plug your data in, and then based on that, you can refer the product or the new subscription-based service to a specific set of customers because you've been able to segment your customers. I mean, that's lead capture automation. That's not going to a very good extent of capturing it. It's not enough to just keep sending individual emails to your customers, just keep sending marketing emails to them. What if they are not interested? You need to segment your customers, and that's also what data offers you in being able to know about that. Another thing I'm very talking about is forecasting and insights. You are able to predict what your analytics will look like in the future. There are AI tools that offer this. You are sending your data, your sales data, of course, nothing sensitive has to be in there. But your sales sheet is there. You're able to make prediction. If I keep on this trend, what is keeping my sales at this rate, right? And a lot of things contribute to sales. It could be your environment, it could be if the fact that you are actually advertising to the wrong set of people. Remember we talked about customer segmentation earlier, right? And then you could actually add a supercharged WhatsApp experience. So I just want to ask a quick question. Even if your answer is not here or your response is not here, I want to know at the moment, where do you think you need most help? Remember we said you can't go into AI without specifically knowing why. You have to have a why, you need to have a purpose. So where do you think you need most help right now that is frustrating you, giving you a whole lot of headaches, and you think that okay, if I put AI to this, it might just help me. Right? I want us to drop our answer in the chat. I mean, if not going to read that out. Is it content creation? Is it lead automation? Is it customer support? Is it building a website? You know, one funny thing, I thought I was going to say this. I don't know if that might any girl is on this call. I was having a chat with her earlier, I think a couple of weeks ago. And I said, your brand is growing. Actually, she has a very big brand and it's growing very rapidly. And I asked her, don't you think you need a website? And she said, Mama, website is too expensive. I don't think I can do website. I thought I want to prioritize website. I just looked at that like, yeah. Are you for real? I mean, a couple of
I
days
know,
ago,
right? I know, right?
honestly, a couple of days ago, I sat to my neighbors in the room and I taught them how to make a website. In few days' time, I mean, with daily AI, in few days' time, my neighbors produced not just the website, they produced an LMS, a learning management system, with two
Wow.
dashboards, an admin dashboard, and also a student dashboard. It can
Interesting.
manage the whole learning process of the students in the organization. I'm not talking bits, I'm talking big.
Interesting.
Sitting down to give me excuses.
Business owners, business owners.
Wow. I'm like, who kept
Interesting.
giving me this excuse?
Hmm.
So I was looking at that and I was just laughing, like, okay, when you want to ask questions and when you really need it, you come back to me. Because I didn't want to be too forward. She knew what she needed in that business.
Hmm.
So basically, what do you think you need at this point? Don't think about who is going to cost, it's going to be really expensive, it's going to cost crazy, and because it's going to be crazy and everything. Don't think about it. Just drop it in the chat. What do you think your business needs most at this moment?
All right.
So while if the way that we draw at that, I'll just continue. Now, yes, let's talk about what AI really is. Let's not put any chat on there, right? AI is just smart digital assistant. That's just the short one. AI is smart digital assistant. Let's be sincere. AI has gotten to places that you have never gotten to before in your entire life. Yes, I said what I said. AI has gotten to places you have never gotten to in your entire life. So if you are looking for statistics about the African market and you're trying to hit an African market, besides, you know, as a business, as an individual, if you're going to write a book, right? Let me say, for example, as an individual, you're trying to write a book for, and your audience is African teenagers. But let's not forget that you're either been in Uganda, or in Tanzania, you're fully in, let's say, Egypt, you're fully in Ghana, you're fully in Nigeria. But you need to be able to hit those other points, those other African countries. How do you enter into them? How do you get into them? Well, here there's a market. And one thing that we never went very AI about the research was we don't ask AI to do some food. So that's one problem with your prompt. That's why you need to learn about prompts. You're trying to do a research work and you're not asking AI to use sources. So that when they ask you, you cannot even verify the source where you got that research from.
You see this problem that you just described. There was this guy that joined the community February. Yes, he joined the February cohort. Now his goal was mostly into research. Now this guy was vested into research and writing books and things like that. Now he was at first he was confused. So I want to draw out two things. I want to draw out two things. At first he was confused because, like many other persons, you see, I like to describe. I tell people in the community that see, there are like three categories of people that are currently using AI right now. There's the 90%, there's the 9%, and there's the 1%. So you see, the 90% is most people currently doing jargons online right now. Most people doing, and you find a bunch of this random information online. I mean, simple prompting, simple prompting. I've seen many persons complain that I can't get enough from AI. AI is not doing the job. You see, there was this person who she wanted to design a business logo. And it got to the point that she was like, oh, I've been giving different designers, they are doing nonsense. The last person I gave, he just wasted my money. I told her, have you tried AI? She's not on Discord. She's not on Discord. She also joined the last month's cohort. I told her, have you tried AI? She said, she used AI one time, but the result did not really come out well. I asked her that what was the prompting like? She could not respond. Now I just sat her down. I sat her down. We wrote a small prompt. We prompted AI. We got a few details. AI asked us some questions. We responded. Asked us more questions. We responded. And eventually, in a matter of 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes for prompting and response, it generated a logo that she had struggled and wasted tons of money on. This lady has struggled and wasted tons of money on it. And we generated the main logo, we generated the variant logo, we generated the transparency. Oh god. We generated, he even went further and he gave her the specs of our logo, why we are going with this logo, what this represents, what this color represents, what that color represents. So I pity lots of persons into that are still struggling with content now. Another lady reached out and she was like, oh, what I'm struggling right now is marketing for my business. I find it difficult to keep up in creating flyers, getting designs and things like that. She's a startup business and she wants to promote her business, genuinely promote her business. But then the problem is that she cannot get designs. I was looking at her. I told her, have you tried Canva AI? Have you tried Gemini? The same problem. Oh, he's not giving me good results. He's not giving me this. He's not giving me that. You see, this is one of the biggest problems I have with business owners. Whether you're a student running a business, whether you're a professional, I don't care who you are right now. I don't care who you are. You need to sit down and learn. You need to sit down and learn something. You need to sit down and learn something. That's it.
Honestly, I mean, that is not the problem. I'm big on this learning thing, right? I can source knowledge from different places. But I became intentional about paying at a point, teach me how to prompt. How to know how to prompt. And that's actually the problem that most of us are prompting. We don't know that there are techniques to prompting. We don't know what we talk about when we talk about set a context. When I say set a context, or when I say set a context, most of us actually know what to do. When I say create an example, most of us actually know how to set those examples. Those are just little things that we have to learn when it comes to learning about AI. It's not just enough to just say create a logo for me, make it fine, make it this color, make it that color. It should not be too hard. And you as a person, somebody is telling you to create a logo, they are saying make it fine, don't make it ugly. What are you going to do? Because most of the times you don't understand that these stores were built by humans. And so there's a way they understand as well, right? The problem, honestly, most of the time, the problem that is just our problem. We have to learn how to talk and go to other people, right? What are some tools that you can actually talk about that do both? These things that are crazy are just simply examples. There's like a vastness, right? That I can't start telling you about when it comes to writing. Also, another thing I need to make mention of, simply because you have ChatGPT at your disposal, you have Claude at your disposal, you have Copilot at your disposal, you have Gemini at your disposal, you have DeepSeek at your disposal, you have just mentioned it simply because you have all of those at your disposal does not mean that it's everything that you use for the same thing. Some of you can sit on ChatGPT and use ChatGPT to do everything. But ChatGPT does not something. These AI tools will specificity.
So if we keep talking about this thing, we will not finish tonight. You see, there was someone that met me and was like, "Oh, I was asking this person, do you use AI?" He was like, "Oh, yes. I mean, I use Gemini. I use this. I use that." Okay. I then asked him like, "What do you use Gemini for?" He said, "Prompting only. That you use Gemini to do." you see one huge problem, and this is one of the things I try to do in the first week of the training, right? This is one thing I try to focus on. Your AI tools and prompting. Your AI tools and prompting. See, we need to deal with these two matters first
Yes,
before you start editing at all. We need to deal with these two matters.
Africans, we like
Exactly.
speak up. I'm so sorry to use this. Yes, I know most men are ignorant, but I've experienced when it comes to male friends, and I have a brother. I actually have a lot of male friends. It's the way that my male friends, I see them using the same tool to watch their face, watch their leg, watch their. I'm so sorry, that was not intentional.
Nice,
They use
nice.
it to clean their face, clean their body, clean their hair. And then it's like, are you kidding me right now? How can you be using the same thing to clean your head and clean your face and clean your body? And then you see ladies having different face clean, different. In this scenario, you actually have to be like that lady that is using different cream to clean her face, and that's a different hair cream, and that's a different body cream. Because that's the only way you can actually succeed with AI. Right? I know we like one size fits all. We don't want to have to buy many things. We don't even have to sometimes for someone if we don't use them and if we know how to put some efforts towards them or to them. ChatGPT can also solve all the problems in your work. If you are doing research, tell me why exactly you are using ChatGPT when you have Gemini and you have deep research
Okay.
on Gemini. I can keep mentioning all these things, but let me just keep that. The couple has mentioned Canva AI. Honestly, do you know Canva AI can bulk create? Canva can do bulk creation for you. You can create a lot of books with Canva, and it can take you for like 30 days. I mean, well, it's up to you.
Mhm.
So when it comes to branding, I remember the experience I had. I wanted somebody to brand for me, and we're just starting off fresh. Just wanted to brand content and advertising. Then I went to a very good brand person, and she actually, I've seen the work that she has done. It's been pretty amazing. And I went to her and then she gave me a bike, then I ran it.
Come to bring your work, bring your work.
Then I went to another person. I told him, see, I already have a logo in mind. That's the logo, or that's the exact picture that I want. And I just want for that thing to be branded in that respect. Just use my logo, make it everything and the rest of it. And I was willing to pay for this one because this one was I've seen his work is also good. And then he sent me the first draft. I said, no, this is not what I want. He sent me the second draft. No, this is not what I want. And if you're a business owner and you are a person who also wants a brand, you will actually know that there's a picture that you have in your mind about something. And that's exactly how you want it to be created. So when I saw those two things, I just told him, you know what, don't worry, I'm going to do this myself. I plugged into Canva here. I generated my own brand document. Every single thing. Talk about my
Nice.
brand tone, which I actually prompted is based on what I want. Talk about my brand voice, my brand tone, my brand colors, my logo variation. Talk about letterheads, generic. And I was able to edit it to my taste. So I mean, when it comes to design, Canva AI can help you with that. When it comes to automation, can we talk about Make, or do we talk about Zapier, or do we talk about anything? These tools are being created. It's just
Amazing.
and Zapier is not just a tool that you can easily say, I want to sit on and just sit there, right? It's a tool that you need a span of time to learn. So definitely, once everyone portray you to learn how to automate your business. That boring thing that you're doing with your business, you are selling books online, or you are selling a product online, and or you are selling a digital product, and you have to, your customers have to enter your DM or WhatsApp to say, give me this product, and you have to respond them and like, stop that nonsense. You can actually automate the process such that when they go to a specific, they click your product and you don't have to interfere. Even when you are speaking, you are saying, they click the link, you have automated everything at the back end, it's either Zapier, edited or Make, and it does the delivery of the digital product for you. Yes, that's a whole process that I've actually done before. It's an entire process that these tools can actually help. You can automate your sales and different things like that. And of course, you have the market that monitor. at the back end. And then you see about helping you with WhatsApp chatbots. These are just some examples, but I've mentioned Assistant before, which is configured specifically for your use case and can be customized when you actually reach out to TAA. Right?
Yeah.
Video chatbot, these guys are actually technical. But
Tolu,
when it comes to
sorry for
TAA,
butting in here. Yeah, sorry for butting in here. I just wanted to drop a reminder again for everyone. So the question that was raised earlier is that what do you need AI for the most? What do you need AI for the most? I see we have one response now, but if everyone can drop what you need AI for the most, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your profession, whether it's in academics, what do you need AI for the most? I think that's the question. And you see, Tolu, I think if we start to talk about this thing on and on, you see, different tools for different purposes. One of the things I talk about, one of the things I make sure I hammer on the community is that I talk about the importance of why you should have specific tools for specific purposes. You can't be, I don't know what to call it now. You can't say you have um one tool. Say for example, let me give an example. Let me give a weird example. Let me give a weird example. I'm coming. You say you want to use ChatGPT for video generation.
um,
Or you say you want to use let me also use ChatGPT again. You say you want to use ChatGPT for ChatGPT can do a bit of it, but let me still say regardless, ChatGPT for cleaning up your code or building websites for you.
why? Why? No, I don't agree that. I know that it can do that, but that's not its
That's not its
except you're
purpose.
plugged in,
Mhm.
except you're plugged into codec,
Mm.
right? You're plugged into codec 5.1, codec 5.0, and
But
then
the
you're
truth,
not
but the
using
truth is that
ChatGPT.
how many people
But not
realize
ChatGPT.
this? How many people realize this? That's the question. I think
Why?
if I may say, right, it's important that you have structured learning. See, there is a lot of jargons. Oh, I see Caleb says he has a question. Caleb, please drop your question in the comment section and we'll read it real soon. Please drop your comments in the comment section. We'll read it real soon. I'll pick all of those comments. I think we have some comments already. If you have any questions, please drop in the comment section. We'll pick those real soon. All right, so I was going to mention that really, if we keep going on and on, see, there are several kinds of areas that we will touch. You see, there's a lot of jargons online, there's a lot of information online. This person saying, "Oh, I will give you five best tools for this. I will give you five best tools for that." You see, I've stopped believing those guys. I've just kicked them aside. You see, it's important that you have structured learning. And what many persons don't realize is that this is important in your journey. It's important in your journey. And it's one of the things that we really emphasize on. I see someone else has his hands raised. If you have any questions, please drop in the comment section. Drop in the comment section. We'll pick those questions there. Please drop your questions in the comment box. We'll pick those questions from there. So yes, it's important that you have structured learning. I keep talking about it's one of the things I emphasize on, particularly for the community, for the master class. It's one of the things I emphasize on that. See, you need to have a pain point. And then based off that pain point, you will then define which tool you want to use to solve what. You can't just say, oh, all size fits all, so I can just use anything and pick anything. No, you need to have a pain point. You must have a pain point, and it's very important. It's very important. Slowly, please carry on.
Thank you. Thank you. Same point is very important. We have had the previous conversation that we talked expressly about this same point. I think we're not going anywhere. So, honestly, I mean, have a free point. Know what you want to use AI. You don't just want to learn AI just because everybody's talking on it. Another problem that we have in Africa is that, yes, I'm using the term Africa because I have friends in different parts of the world or in different parts of the continent. Another problem we have is, and this one and that one, I don't like complexity. To get complex, if I start using different, you can track your AI tools. You can track your AI tools. Yes, you can track the different tools that you're using. And you can actually follow AI trends, which is why you need to be in a community. That's why I say a community exists. You want to know which AI tool to use for this one. You want to know which AI trend or which AI tool is actually the best current at the moment. Yeah, community will tell you all that. And you can build a website. Just like I said, I trained my internet a couple of days ago to build a free functional website. It came back to this an LLM. See, Yeah, yeah, and then trust they don't know jack about HTML, CSS, or
Honestly, that's the painful part. That's the painful part. People with zero knowledge about technology are building software tools with AI. They are building amazing stuff, not just in areas of design, not just in areas of videos. You will see amazing videos and you ask yourself that how did this person do this? With just mere understanding how to converse with AI. Many understand how to converse with AI. Honestly.
prompt. We keep our mind on this prompt engineering at this point. Let's not go entirely into that done. So what are your 5 quick wins for this week? Number one, 24/7 water yes, I said access digital find that and there are different tools that can help you. Number two, need for motivation. Why are you still having to check your Google form? Just to be able to manually classify your oh, this person that's about this person must be about it. Oh, this person just wants to make an inquiry, this person must be a old. Why? Why? I know you have Google Form. Google Form can go directly into your spreadsheet. There's an AI for spreadsheet. I see a lot of manual processes. I'm like, for heaven's sake, in 2026, not 1999. Why? Why are you still making these things manual? Then we have content engine. Now, when you talked about content engine, you want to generate a social media calendar. Well, this is where you actually chat. I said social media calendar. I did not say content itself.
It's important we emphasize.
Honest. You want to generate your content, social media calendar, you strategies. You want to create the content, go inside Canva. Now that's specified. These are your quick wins. These are things that you can play with. These are things that you can practicalize this week. Right? Another thing is you can actually use huge smart website. Start from very little space. I'm going to give you the assets. I'm not going to tell you that. I have like 3 to 4 tools that I can mention on top of my head that can bring you. And another problem I see with business owners that building websites, your website looks like another person's website. Maybe because both of you are using the same AI.
Exactly.
About the fact that you can use another AI to build your UI UX and correct it before you now plug that UI UX generated design and plug it into a website design and then the exact same.
Tolu,
Like each other's website.
Tolu, see, at this point, I think we need to gradually start to close this because if you keep going like this, you just be frustrated. We have a bunch of questions in the comment section. Um, we have a bunch of questions. We might not be able to answer everything or pick everything. But I've been mentioning since, see, it's important that you have a structured learning. Join a community. Join a community. It's important that you have a structured learning where you can learn whether you are someone that wants to write. I mean, I mentioned about someone who joined the community. He wanted to learn how to write with AI. And of course, one of the important things that I needed to hammer when we started the training was that, see, there are several policies in place, there are several ethos in place, particularly when you are using AI for certain things. You must understand when you are within scope and when you start to get out of scope. You must understand some of those things. And some of those things are the guidelines that we start to teach. So if you really want structured learning, join a community. Join a community.
Yeah.
All right, so let me quickly pick some of the questions that we have here. So Sunshine says content creations and building a website. So I think that's his major pain points: content creation and building a website. See, if you want to learn content creation, building a website, join TA community. I'm going to be pasting the offer.
See, I I'm not for TA community when it comes to content creation. Look at me, I'm the least when it comes to content creation. I do my content creation myself. I allow my SSM that AI tools that
Mhm.
but I've been sitting and I've been checking TAA and the way they have back to back YouTube videos. Me, I'm seeing TAA on Instagram. I'm like,
It's crazy. So if you want to learn content creation, see, just join the community. Yeah, Caleb says he has a question. Look, I said you should drop it question. I want to learn about AI for content creation. Content creation as well. See, there are several things we can start to talk about content, particularly on content creation. You see, content creation, not just talking about design content, talking about video content, and several things like that. There's a bunch of those tools. We can't start to talk about all of those things right now. But see, if you want to learn some of these things, join the community. If you still have the number that reached out to you for the number that reached out to you for the this event, just DM that number right now. DM that number right now, and we would forward you the procedures to get access. You see, many a times I ask some persons that some of these things that you hear about AI self online, that what do you think, or how much do you think persons take to learn these things? I asked somebody, the person was like, "Oh, well, if you ask me this thing, it's be like 1,000."
What? Okay.
$1,000, 1,000 US dollars. And what we are offering is a 4 weeks training. So we're going to have a 4 weeks intensive training, and then you have a 6 months community plan, such that you are still a part of the community, joining the weekly live sessions and several things like that. When I tell someone that how much do you think this thing was, the person is like, "Oh, this thing was like." The person mentioned about 150K, 250K. I was like, calm down, calm down. It's not 150K. In that. I don't know what the currency is like for in other countries, but I mean in dollars. Some person were like, oh, maybe it's like $150, $100, and something like that. And I had to then tell them, see, calm down. You get access to the 4 weeks training, 6 months in the community for just $14.7. $14.7, and that's about 20,000 naira in Nigerian naira, just $14.7, which is like a really slash down price. So if you want to learn some of these things, we can't really cover most of these things. I know Tolu is laughing at me because Tolu is like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Really,
Maybe I should be
really.
like,
If you go online and you see some of these things, you would hear crazy, ridiculous prices. But one of the goals for the business is that we want to try and make awareness and adoption of artificial intelligence simplified. We want to make it simplified for everyone, such that everyone is able to have access to artificial intelligence, the adoption of technology, and several things like that. So that's really the goal. That's why we had to bring it really low, just $14.7, and you get access to the 4 weeks training and 6 months community access. Someone here says, okay, can we get the slides for in our email? Unfortunately, you
so
can't get the
you will
slides.
pay for my
You can't get the slides, so
you ex developers to it.
the slides, you can't get the slides. Unfortunately, you can't get the slides. All right, so Caleb Tijani here says, I'm a young author and I would like to learn how to automate my account or page so I can make sales even when I sleep. Trust me. Tolu mentioned it earlier. We built a product at TA called Assistly. Assistly sells for you while you are asleep. It sells for you while asleep. I won't say more than that. Assistly sells for you while you're asleep. And we're actively onboarding business owners, businesses who want to be able to run. So I think Caleb just joined back. So Caleb, I was responding to your question now. So Assistly sells for you even when you're asleep. So you're an author, a business owner, you want to be able to sell your products even when you are not there. There are several AI recommendations, and one unique product we also built at is Assistly. If you want to learn more, just slide into the DM or click in and let's talk about what we can do for you at CAA. So he says, I'm also interested in understanding how to scale my business sales to reach millions. You see, there was someone who met us, who joined the last month's cohort, and one word she said that stood out for me was that I want to blow my business. When she said it, I was wow, wow. I mean, I like the spirit. I like the spirit. And she was like, I want to use AI to blow my business. And trust me, it has been mind blowing. It has literally been mind blowing. And I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. So if you want to learn how to use AI, see, some of these things would have one-on-one sessions with you like this. It's very easy. We have one-on-one sessions with you like this. 1 hour sessions at no cost at all, just at the cost of you joining the community. So I one-on-one sessions like this talk about how you can use AI to boost your business and things like that. Samuel Okikiola says, I want to use AI for my academics and business. There's AI for academics. We can start to talk about a bunch of them. Otolu, what do you think?
I don't even get me started.
Oh, not
Honestly,
finish.
I don't even get me started. you can keep going on here for academics. Trust me, you can keep going. But you want to
Interesting.
actually explore some tools that are
Hmm.
out there. I just mentioned who might be for technical, you just explore it.
Amazing, amazing. All right, so Abimbola says, thank you for this. I'm glad you learned. I'm glad you learned. If you got value, please just type in there, I got value, I got value, I got value. Just type in there, I
Please
got
don't mind
value.
asking me again, please. Like, for
No, well,
is it
let's
just something?
let's
Just a
quickly.
little assignment.
Okay, all right, please
Please,
guide.
just a little assignment.
Please guide.
So, guys, I want to see we are talking about prompting and seeing things there. So, here's a magic prompt for you to actually, right? So, gather your details for your business type, your core offer, your target audience, your language, either outside English or Yoruba. Then, you are building a broadcast message that is highly compatible. Then, act as a Nigerian small business marketing assistant. I've been talking about this business type, tell you the business type, offer, tell you the offer, what audience, give it audience. And then it's write a 120 word broadcast message in this language. Include one call to action and two message follow up over the day, right? And then if you want to edit that, then make it for a directly translate to video, then you can place and send. Let's see how it converts to what this. That's one additional value. Just right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. We are gradually coming to a wrap. Okay, I'm checking the comment section now. How to automate my account or page so I can make sales even while I sleep. I'm so interested in understanding how to scale my business into millions. Honestly, let's have a one-on-one session. Let's have a chat. Just ping the number that reached out to you. I will connect. We'll definitely connect, and we can start to have that conversation. I got value. I'm glad you got value. I got value. I got value. I got value. Amazing, amazing. Tolu, this was, I don't know what to say, but this is good.
It was also I came with full size presentation.
You came with your guns. You came with bazookas. You came out.
If you want to sleep here, you can sleep here
Oh
actually.
my. But yeah, our meeting is at the end of the scheduled time. It's at the end of the scheduled time. I'm so glad that everyone got value. I need help with my real estate business and with sales. Please, Precious Kaka, reach out to the number that messaged you. Please just drop a chat. Just drop hi. Just drop hi. That number would respond to you. That number will respond to you right now, and you will start to get details about what you want to. We can even have one-on-one sessions, and let's just discuss. Let's discuss. I got value, though my network was very bad. So sorry about that, Sunday Amos. Uh, I would make the recording for this video available, but like I said, this thing is good. I was gonna send this thing on AW. I was gonna send this to Amazon. I'm just joking, but I'll make this thing available. I'll make this recording available for a few hours, maybe for a few days, about 48 to 72 hours. Please and please just take advantage of the recording and try and quickly go through it. Trust me, any session with Tolu is good. They are paying Tolu millions to come and sit down with us like this and talk about artificial intelligence. Trust me, trust me, trust me. This is a lot. I mean, the amount that people spend just learning about AI, just learning about AI. There's so much investment that goes into these things. There's so much investment that goes into learning some of these tools. All of these tools that Tolu was calling and listing out and listing out and listing out. How do you think she got to know them? How do you think she got to start using them? lots of money, lots of money went into this thing out of her pocket just to learn these things. And these are information that she gave to us liberally. And this and many more can you learn if you join the TA community. So the number that reached out will reach out to you. If you are really interested in scaling your business, in going heights with your business, take a bold step today. Take a bold step and reach out, and let's talk about how you can boost your business. Okay, the QR code is there. The QR code is there. If you want to scan the QR code, you can scan the QR code right now displayed on your screen. And let's start to have an interesting conversation. Thank you so much, Tolu. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. So another announcement I should make is that TAA hosts webinars every month. We have webinars and free trainings every month. And we also have the paid community, like I've been announcing. The paid community is just $14.07. $14.07. Trust me, that's burger money. That's burger money, and you would spend that, and with that you will get access to 4 weeks intensive live sessions. You will also get access to 6 months community access, where you can reach out live one-on-ones. We can have several one-on-ones just for $14.07, and that's about 20,000 naira when converted to naira. So if you want to grab this opportunity, grab the opportunity. Registration is going to be closing real soon. Registration will be closing real soon. So be a part of it, and let's have a great year together, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Telu. Thank you, everyone for being a part of this session. And see you in your DMs. Amazing. Bye, guys.